What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about the Norwegian expression "ufta." Ufta. It's very fun to say. I have absolutely no idea what it means. Ufta. It kind of sounds like here in America when you hit your toe on something and you're like, oof. Oh, oofta. Like, I'm sure that's not at all what it means in Norwegian, but today I'm very excited to learn about what this particular expression actually means in Norway. So with that being said, let's take a look.
The expression is ufta.
Ufta.
Ufta, or in Norwegian you can also say hufta.
Oh.
Eller where I come from, northern Norway, you can say hufta.
Oh, hufta. Hufta. That all means the same thing? Ufta, hofta, hufta. There's nothing like this in, like, American English, I feel like. I don't know what this is even supposed to sound like. It doesn't sound like anything that I would say. So what does it mean?
And this expression has, in Norway, we use it frequently.
Oh.
All the day, and you will have Mats, he will give me some sentences about some shocking or cool or strange or trivial stuff. We are going to use...
This is something that Norwegians say all the time. Is this like an expression? Like, what?
These guys here, is it a clear and obvious ufta? Is it a borderline, a yellow? Or it's definitely not a ufta?
Okay, so he's very funny. He's gonna look at different situations and whether or not you should say ufta.
But there are not so many situations like this, so we will try to pinpoint those situations where an ufta is not proper.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay, sometimes it's not okay to say ufta. Only in certain situations, okay.
This is my take or our take on this, and people might have different takes on it.
Right.
So, welcome to the one and only ABC to proper use of ufta.
Wow,
Here's
okay.
the first challenge, actually.
Shoot.
I had to put my mother into the elderly home yesterday.
Oh.
Ufta. Really? Ufta. This is a quite clear ufta. Old mother going to a home for old people. That's very trivial. That's something that happens all the time. And so this is a ufta.
So is ufta like you're sympathizing? Like you're hearing what they're saying? You understand. You're sympathetic? You're like, oh, ufta. Like, 'cause your mother having to go to an old person's home, that's kind of sad, kind of a part of life. And is ufta just something polite you can say to make it sound like you understand and you're listening? Like, oh, ufta. I'm trying to understand what exactly it means.
That's not a really shocker or really not very much a surprise. So, no, that's an ufta. Clear ufta. Ufta.
Oh, that's a clear ufta. So that's someone tells you sort of trivial, sort of bad news, and you're like, ufta. That's normal.
I have to give a speech in front of an auditorium. My boss has actually ordered me.
Okay.
What? Nej. Är det sant? A lecture?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And you didn't know about it?
No.
No, that's bad, really bad. Poor you. And were you very nervous?
Huh?
I'm dying. I'm dying. It's next week and I cannot sleep. Really.
No,
Can you believe that?
That's not okay. No, you should talk to the HR responsible at your work.
I mean, so far he has not said ufta. So is this like too shocking? Or is it not sad enough? Or is it just too shocking to say ufta?
I know. I think I'm going on a sick leave.
Yeah, so, okay, this is absolutely not an ufta.
Oh.
Because giving a lecture in Norway, standing in front of people, and you didn't know in advance, so you couldn't prepare. Oh, God, that's a huge thing. And if I heard my friend like Matt say it, I would go, no, poor you. And you know what?
So, okay, I'm trying to understand here. If it is too serious, if it is too shocking, if it is too bad, you do not say ufta. Ufta is more casual? Is ufta just more casual? Is that what it is?
I am dying, and I think Mats too is dying to know if you, from wherever, if you guys have any word or expression, a short one, or it could be a long one, that covers these words here. That would be
An expression for bafflement, surprise, dismay, relief. Is that what ufta? Is that what ufta is for? Bafflement, surprise, like ufta, like you're surprised. In America, you'd just be like, whoa. Or you'd be like, huh? Whoa, no way. Oh, that there's a couple of expressions, I guess. Is that kind of what ufta is?
so cool to learn about. Post us your story. Oh my God, I'm learning.
I was robbed.
I was robbed yesterday.
Ufta. Really?
Oh.
Yeah, ufta.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's an ufta? Yeah. If you have to give a speech, that's not an ufta. But if you're robbed, then you can be like, ufta. I am so confused right now. I'm so confused.
But this can be a borderline, because if
You
there
don't
is...
have any empathy.
No, but was it violence involved?
No.
No.
It
Well,
was just a pickpocket, but it was all my money.
yeah, well, then it's a clear and obvious ufta.
So, ufta is like to show empathy or to show sympathy, to show that you care, that you understand something bad has happened and you sympathize. I think that's what it is. But you only say ufta if it's not too serious. If it's kind of casual. It's like, but getting robbed is pretty serious. He was like, "Were you hurt when you were robbed?" No. Okay, then it's an ufta. Like, I'm still a little confused on when you use ufta, but I'm starting to understand it more when you use it. A little bit, a little.
Are you ready for a new one?
Yes?
You know, my girlfriend cheated on me.
Oh. That's not an ufta.
Ufta.
Oh, that's an ufta? That's an ufta? That's really serious. Your girlfriend cheated on you. That's an ufta? I thought ufta was more casual.
And okay, this is either a very clear ufta or it's a borderline.
Yeah.
If it's like the first time your girlfriend cheated on you, then as a friend you go, and now you hear me say it, you will take that hoofda. Then you are putting a more pressure on the word hoof, but it's still a ufta, and it's like hoof.
Oh my god, this is very complicated. I did not know ufta was so complicated. There are different ways you can say it. You can say it with more emphasis, ufta, which is different than ufta, hoofta. I assume, is that correct?
If your girlfriend cheated on you for like the 5th or 6th time, then it's a clear ufta, and
Okay.
it's a small ufta. And while we are speaking, guys,
Wow, okay. This is fast. I love these examples that he's giving. Because honestly, ufta is much more complicated than I thought. It's clearly an expression to show empathy, to show that you sympathize, that you understand, and you're trying to comfort somebody. They're telling you bad news. and you're trying to comfort them, you're reacting and you're like, oofta. But you only use oofta if it is not too serious. If it's very, very, very serious, then it's not appropriate to say oofta. That's what I understand so far, I think.
This one is work related too.
Okay.
My boss took all the credits for my work.
Oofta.
No.
Oh,
This is not a ufta situation.
I'm literally getting every single one wrong. That's not an oofta? Your boss took credit for work. That's bad, but it's not as bad as being mugged. I think getting mugged is worse. And getting robbed was an oofta. Getting your girlfriend cheating on you was an oofta. But your boss taking credit for your work, that's too serious? That's more serious than getting robbed and getting cheated on. I don't know.
This is much more serious. He did.
Yeah, he
That
did.
pig? No, that's not okay. No.
I was sitting there and he was just like, it
The
was his
boss
idea.
in Norway, the boss cannot take credit for other people's idea. This is
Maybe this is just another Norwegian thing that's different. Like, in America, I would be like, oh, that sucks. He's a jerk. You know, it's not a huge deal. It's annoying, but it sounds like in Norway, this is a really, really, really big deal. In which case, I agree. It would not be an oofta. It's more serious than that.
is very off ufta. You cannot use ufta. This is much more serious. This is
Okay.
much more grave situation. I mean, you could almost call the police, I think. Because
I think I did.
yeah, because in Norwegian work life, I mean, people we have to be respected.
Okay.
Okay, that's like a Norwegian thing. It sounds like that's just way more serious in Norway. I didn't think it was that serious. Like, it's annoying, but I think that's just a difference between Norway and America right there.
Hey, I'm kind of curious because my aunt just died.
That is not an oofta. That's not an oofta. This is way too serious.
Ufta. Ufta?
She died.
How old was she?
That's an oofta. I can't tell if he's being serious or not anymore. Is he joking? That is what... Somebody died. His aunt died. And that's an oofta?
92.
And now it is a really clear ufta. Because 92 years old, of course you're gonna die. That's not a surprise, and that's really trivial. It's a part of life. We all gonna die. And so that's really your aunt on...
So is that an important thing? Like, how surprising it is? That's what I need to factor in more. How surprising it is. That determines whether or not you can say oofta. Since it was an older aunt, 92-year-old, who died, not surprising. So it's okay to say oofta. There's like a whole... You could teach a whole class on this. This is so complicated.
92, ufta. And you can go, if you want to just give you some condolences, ufta.
Okay, this is quite dramatic for me to tell you actually. But we lost all our savings.
That is very surprising. That is very serious. That is not an oofta.
Ufta? All your savings?
What?
Yeah, everything. We are bankrupt.
I don't think I'm going to get a single one correct here. How is that an oofta?
Ufta. Okay, actually, this is a clear, obvious ufta.
It's
but
clear?
just to be nice, because I mean, someone lost all their money. You can go like, uff, uft, nah man, nah, and you can use other word, nah man, ufta.
I mean, now I just feel like maybe maybe Norwegians prioritize different things differently than Americans. Maybe I, as an American, just think some of these things are more serious, and Norwegians think other things are more serious. I mean, because I have not agreed with him on a single one of these yet.
Ah, if you lose your job or lose your money or don't have money, the government will give you a sum each month and you will manage.
You will manage. So if you lose all your money, you're gonna be okay. So that's why it's an UFTA, because it's not that serious? I don't know.
Yesterday, at the supermarket, the cashier tried to start a conversation with me.
Okay. All right. I know Norwegians do not like to start conversation with strangers. Norwegians do not like small talk. This is very shocking and surprising. This is not an UFTA. This one is not an UFTA. I am very confident.
Nej. Huh? The cashier?
Uh-huh.
No.
Uh-huh.
Why?
How are you? And talking about all kind of foods.
I knew it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I had to stand there speaking.
That you cannot do that.
That's
Really?
really not
Yep, because this would be very, very shocking. So it's not an UFTA.
He wanted to speak to you, ask you
Yeah.
private things.
forced me to stay there speaking for like, I think it was 60
Okay.
seconds.
No. This is.
Yeah, it's below.
Yeah. No.
It's below. This is the most shocking thing.
Norwegians, we don't talk to strangers. We don't interact too much with strangers. And people like working in a shop starting to ask you, how are you?
Invading.
Yeah, it's invading.
Someone literally died, and he said UFTA. But that's fine. That's not too surprising. Someone talks to you at the grocery store? That's not an UFTA. That's way too serious.
Okay? Yesterday, I quit drinking.
I quit drinking. That's pretty surprising. I think Norwegians like to drink. Norwegians like to drink. I think this is not an UFTA.
Huh?
Yeah,
Hvorfor?
Okay.
I want to stop drinking. It's not.
I'm getting better. I feel like I feel like maybe he's joking around with some of these, how serious some of these are, but I think I'm getting better at this.
Healthy.
Mats, have you stopped drinking?
Yeah.
No. Really? Mats, not gonna drink at all?
No.
But
This is just the most shocking thing imaginable to Norwegians right here.
what are we gonna
I
do when we
praise
meet?
life. I praise life.
Not drinking? No. Sorry, guys. I just have to.
Oh, your aunt died? Whatever. You're stopping drinking? Oh, no.
On. Is it a UFTA or?
It has nothing to do with UFTA. I mean, this is a situation where you cannot even use this. Have you stopped drinking, Mats?
Oh, my God.
I think I have just to
Okay.
sit down a little.
Now I feel like for sure they're making a joke here.
Is it why, Mats? Okay, as you clearly see, a friend of you saying that I have stopped drinking, I have quit drinking. It's a revolution in Norway because that's the only way we socialize together, by drinking. So if a friend of you says I will quit drinking, it's like he's saying I will quit our friendship. And for me, when you said that, it was like and my
Okay.
heart started pumping and I needed.
Yeah, also maybe drinking has a little bit of a different connotation in Norway compared to America. Like, in America, people socialize with drinking or not drinking. Americans are pretty social no matter what, honestly. But in Norway, I know drinking is pretty important to open up and to socialize. So maybe this would be like very, very shocking in Norway, huh?
Now, clearly not an UFTA situation. It has nothing to do with UFTA. This is like life or death. So now this is down here. Quit drinking. No.
Wow.
Mats, really? No, please. Now you know more about UFTA.
Yes.
And yes, most of the situations in Norway, when it comes to life, death, and ordinary life, are UFTA situations actually.
Okay.
But there are some that clearly are not. And the ones that are clearly not in Norway are very cultural based and norm based for us.
Yes. Okay, I'm glad he's being, he's finally being serious. And I think he's absolutely spot on here. Most things are UFTA. Like, and it's to express empathy and to express that you sympathize and understand and you're like shocked, you're surprised. But there are several things in Norwegian culture that I thought were UFTA worthy, but are not. And those are very specific Norwegian cultural things.
So I hope you learned something. You guys are the best, really. I think we have the best viewers and subscribers, don't we? Yeah.
Oh, I thank you. That was fantastic. So entertaining. That was by Your Way to Norway. And I got to give that a like. Wow. I did not know what I was getting into here. I saw this video and I was like, okay, UFTA. That's an interesting sounding expression. I don't know what UFTA means. And there is so much more to UFTA than I ever imagined. And I have to say, I don't think there's anything like it in American English. Nothing like this. This is super interesting part of Norwegian culture that I feel like I'm starting to understand. You really got to know when it's okay to say UFTA and not. Otherwise, could it be like offensive? Could it be like you're calling something, like you're making light of something? You're saying something isn't very important if you say UFTA, and it could be rude? Is that why you have to be careful when you say UFTA? Either way, this was super interesting to learn about and very nuanced, very detailed, which I enjoyed a lot. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment, perhaps with your opinion on when to use UFTA, or if I misunderstood something about UFTA or anything like that. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway and Norwegian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.